Good early morning. Welcome to Vlogmas day number 18. Only 12:22 a.m. 12:23 now. My son's girlfriend went with us to the mall. This is technically like the 17th vlog, but because it's already officially past midnight, I'm gonna make this the opening of the 18th. So let's get into it. So my son's girlfriend went with us to the mall, and we had to give her a ride home, but she lives a little bit further out, so in country part of the area where we're from, and by country meaning like more rural. And so I had told her, I said, hey, I can give you a ride home, but I'm really trying to get my gifts wrapped. So her mom was cool with it. Y'all, I didn't know it was this foggy outside. I'm driving, cruising along, and mind you, because we went to the other side of town, we had taken my car, and it's basically, it needs gas. Long story short, it needs gas. And I asked my husband if he thought I would make it home, and he said probably not. He said just go ahead and take the van. His van sits low. We're driving in the fog. Suddenly, I'm capturing this as the vlog.
God, stinks in here.
So we're driving, and all of a sudden I see black and white, smack dab. There's nothing around, it's just fog, and then boom, in the middle of the road, what appears to be a skunk.
We're gonna go pick it up and take it to a vet.
So I'm thinking it's in the middle of the road. I'm gonna go right over it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because I'm thinking, I'm so used to my car sitting up high. Well, I forget the van sits low. All of a sudden, you hear boom, like a little boom, and my son goes, Mom, so I just hit a skunk. And then like within a minute or two, the smell just begins to radiate. It's literally, ugh, right now. And I read online, I Googled it, it could take 2 to 3 weeks for it to get out of the car. Oh, I don't even want to breathe. So that's the beginning of today.
Gumball.
What's that from?
Her room. She has a gumball like container.
Let me get one. This is such a random opening to Vlogmas. So welcome to Vlogmas. Vinny, come out of the shadows.
I'm green.
All right, we're gonna go now. What's up, guys? Good morning. As you saw last night or this morning was interesting with hitting a skunk and all that. The more I think about it, I almost wonder if someone else had already hit it and it just so happened to be right in the middle of the road. And then of course I just kind of went over it, and I'm sure every other car behind me after that went over it. But all I know is that it reeked really bad in my car, or in our van. This is almost like 24 hours later from yesterday's beginning of the vlog. It's 11:27. If it looks darker in here, it's because I don't know that it's actually cloudy. It's just still that foggy. You'll all see when I get in the car. I'm getting ready to head to the gym again, but I had to eat something because literally deja vu. I'm getting ready to do my pre-workout, and as I've said before, I always like to eat something because one, you should eat something before you work out, of course, to get that energy, and then two, you don't want to end up feeling sick because of all the extra vitamins that you're putting into your body or whatever to give you that energy. Again, I'm drinking this Amino Energy watermelon flavor. Not sponsored, so this is all purchased with my own money. I forgot to mention that in yesterday's video, but yeah, so that's what's going on. We are gonna be heading to my future daughter-in-law's family's house later this afternoon to do gingerbread house building. So I don't want to make this vlog super long like yesterday's, just because I've literally been editing all morning, hence why it's so late. Because yeah, like I knew that if I got up, I debated on getting up and going straight to the gym and then coming home and editing, but I already know myself. I would have ended up going to the store. I would have ended up, you know, coming home to walk the dog and do the whole thing. And it was gonna, like, I would already be well into my day, and it would be hard to make me stop to sit and edit, because at that point I'm already up out of bed, like it's time to go get the day started. And it's funny because for work, I sit at my desk and do work on the computer all day. But for some reason, I find a hard time editing at my desk. I don't know what it is. It might be because, one, I don't have a mouse to, like, I sit at the desk because I have a keyboard and mouse. And with the laptop, it's just a laptop. I don't have any extra, you know, things. I should probably look into getting, I don't think I can sync my laptop to the PC monitor because I don't have USB ports. I could probably do that with my old one, but I haven't used my old laptop to edit in so long. I'm not even sure that the software is up to date, or if I even have the capacity to even update the software, because it is pretty old. I think my laptop, my older one, is from like 13. It's about 10 years old. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on today. And like I said, I don't want to make this vlog super long because of the fact that we do have stuff going on later that I'll definitely capture some little clips of. And I have work tomorrow, so I don't want to have to wait, because that's what happens. This is why I get backed up during the work week, because I don't have the daytime, the luxury of editing by day when I'm awake. And by the time I sit and try to edit at night, it's already so late that I'm like, you know, after dinner, after everything's all said and done, it's so late that I'm like literally dozing off. Like if I would have tried editing yesterday's vlog last night, I was telling my husband it would have took me all night, like hands down. So I'm kind of glad I just said forget it. Like I finished what I had to do, and I went and dropped off my son's girlfriend, came home, literally showered, and went straight to bed. I wanted to wash my hair because it feels hella greasy, but I already knew it was already late and I didn't want to go to bed. One, I didn't have to blow dry. I didn't have the energy to do all that. And two, I didn't want to have to go to bed with wet hair. It's never recommended, right? So, have I done it? Yes, but, God, this lighting looks horrible. It's making all, like, my face look crazy. It looks like I have, like, I mean, I'm sure I have dark circles, but it looks like really dark circles. It's funny because after, like, once I got up and actually was putting on my clothes and everything, I realized, I'm like, dang it, I wanted to go try this new coffee spot. It's called, I think you pronounce it Chulo Coffee. It's spelled with an X, so Xulo. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know how many of you remember, gosh, I think she was Brazilian. There was this artist back when I was like young. I was like 7 or 8, and her name was Xuxa, and it was spelled Xuxa. And my cousin was a huge fan. But I want to say she was, what's the country in South America that doesn't speak Spanish? Brazil, right? Because they speak Portuguese. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was Brazilian. Am I getting that wrong? Please don't judge me. Please don't come for me, because I'm like, it's early on a Sunday. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Brazil. And I believe she was Brazilian. And I'd probably have to go back and research now. But the only reason why I bring that up is because when I saw the name Xulo, I was like, how do you say that? Is that chulo? Kind of like shusha? So chulo coffee? So I'll have to ask when I go. But shout out to them. They just opened up here in the city that I live in. I don't know them personally, but I know that they are a small business, and they have conchas and Mexican bread, and it's Latino owned, so I definitely want to support. And that's what I had told my husband. Oh, we should go. Like, I had sent him some IG pictures, and I totally forgot and spaced. And he was like, I'm gonna go get coffee. And it was just, you know, again, the app, it gets us every time. It's super quick and convenient. And he took off and he went. And then as I'm getting ready, already halfway into my coffee, I'm like, oh, I wanted to go try them. So maybe sometime during the week, since the kids are off and I don't gotta worry about running back and forth, dropping my daughter off to practice, maybe I'll take like an early break or something and run over there. Or I was telling the husband, I was like, maybe like the day after Christmas, because that day is observed and I'm on vacation at that point. So maybe not even this week. Maybe I'll do when I'm on vacation next week, or that Monday, because it won't be Christmas, but it'll be like a holiday still for everybody. And the hubby will be off. So maybe it could be like our little post-Christmas treat. And I did not fart. So maybe it could be like our little post-Christmas treat and like head over there that morning and support local. So we'll see. Don't know yet. I don't even know that they'll be open, so I'll have to double check their hours. But that would be a great opportunity for them for sure, because a lot of people I'm sure will be off. But I can see that's where it's hard to be a small business, because a lot of times you run your business on your own, at least for the first couple years, months, however long it takes you to be sustainable and you know, not have to worry about being there 24/7. But the downside of that you got to be there, especially on the days when you probably prefer to be home. But hey, that's part of the business, and that's why it's important for us to support, so that they could become sustainable and, you know, be able to hire staff to be able to do that for them. So happy to be able to support. And with that said, let me finish this up. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Although I did appreciate capturing longer videos to edit versus a bunch of little ones, because it's hard to edit when you have a bunch of little clips, because, and I don't know if anybody else has this issue. I think it's a iMovie issue just in general. But you know what drives me absolutely insane? And for any other YouTubers out there, I'm sure if this is a overall issue that y'all feel me on this, and this is probably where I need to start thinking about. I'll get to this other topic in a second, but when I let's just say I take 5 small clips, and this is also it's the pains of editing. And I don't know, maybe, I don't even know if paying for upgraded software helps this. So if any of you out there that are YouTubers do, please let me know in the comments, because I don't want to invest in something that's not going to help. But when I take 5 images, let's just say it's image 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order. One event at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. If I take those 5 images and I go to do a mass airdrop, and maybe it's because I'm airdropping, I don't know. But when I take that airdrop, the way that it saves, and then if I drag and drop into iMovie, it uploads it, but guess in what order? 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So now what happens? Now I have to sit there and drag or copy paste in order. And when you have a bunch of little ones all within that same hour in the same environment, it's hard to pinpoint, okay, where did I start talking? Where did I start this section of this video? It gets so convoluted and confusing, and it's just like a pain, because it drags on the editing that much longer. Whereas if I would have, like, if I have 20 videos, 20 little clips, it makes it that much harder to edit. So it's easier to just go 1 by 1 or 2 and 3 by, you know, like smaller sections, which is so frustrating. And before I finish off, basically what I was going to say on the other topic is, my channel's fairly small, and of course I want to keep growing it. I'm obviously investing my time. This isn't just for fun. This is obviously something that I like to do, but it does turn into a chore when you have certain things that could be so much easier. Just upload in 1 to 5. Why does it have to be 5 to 1? And so this is where I'm like, how much do you really want to get into this, Jen? Like, at what point do you need to invest and better products. But at the same time, am I just going to be wasting money because I am still very much a micro of the micro channels, because I'm not even monetized. Like, your watch time counts, okay? But if you don't have those 1,000 subs, it goes by 365 days. So if I were to have, you have to have 4,000 hours, and they haven't changed this, knock on wood that they do, but you have to have 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers before you can even be considered a monetized channel. The catch is, if I had that one really popular video 360 days ago and I don't reach my 1,000 until like 2 weeks, then all those views I got within those first 2-3 days, all those hours don't count. And it's so frustrating because it only goes back a year. If they went lifetime, you know, that could make a difference, which I'm nowhere even near 4,000. I don't even think lifetime, which is crazy, right? Because I've been doing this for a while. But I'm also, like I said, such a small channel that it really takes someone to be invested in your channel to really make that work. So it's one of those things that they don't make it easy. And I know it can be done because obviously everyone started from zero. But it's like, at what point do I really want to invest all that money? And then on top of that, I don't have 100% investment on my end either, because I have so much going on. So it's, as long as I could keep up with it and stay consistent, because it also has to be on my part too. I take ownership of that. But it's like, at what point do I want to start investing into this hobby of mine? So it's something I've been thinking about. I do have some ideas of things that I want to do in the new year. Not so much taking my channel different, because I still want to very much be lifestyle and capture life, and how, little things like this where we're vlogging and just kind of talking. I would like to say together, but obviously it's not a two-way, it's a one-way conversation. But really, I want to do it in a way where I'm able to incorporate those that are my supporters and have a conversation and focus and spotlight those movers and shakers in the community. So I'm kind of already putting it out there, but I don't want to fully put it out there yet. I also want to be careful, not in a bad way, but I want to I have ideas of how I can grow not only within my YouTube, but then also within my my day-to-day work. And a lot of it kind of marries together, and I don't want to cause confusion either. So it's one of those things that I want to be able to think it all the way through, and perhaps begin it on a personal level, and then see where that goes and where that takes me, and then potentially look into other ways of marrying what I do on a day-to-day without it really crossing all the way into my work in life, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I got to say here today. Let me go ahead and get up off of here. I'm gonna go work out before it gets later. And look at this. This is today's weather. Talk about a 24-hour drastic change. It's just the fog. I don't even think it's cloudy. I think it's literally just the fog. And it's like in the 40s, where yesterday it was like in the 50s. Craziness. How one day can change a whole thing. I can't believe I almost walked out of the gym without my sweater on, because I was that warm from my workout. So I was like, oh, it's not even that cold. Oh no, it's that cold. So I'm glad I put it on, because what was I saying yesterday? I don't want to get sick. Yeah, that wouldn't have been a good thing. It's still 40 degrees and it's 1:51 right now. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still 40 degrees. Like, I don't see it changing. And I'm gonna still walk my dog when I get home, so it's gonna be a little nippy out there. And it's crazy how fast the day is going by already. I'm here at Trader Joe's, gonna grab the stuff for the salad, and then, like I said, go home, walk my dog, shower, and maybe wrap another gift or two, and then get ready for some gingerbread house making. So I'll be back. It was packed, but I got what I needed. Got out of there quick. And I went in with a list. That always helps. And I figured I will just chop it up to anything I need. I will just come back later in the week, because we haven't even finalized our list of what we're gonna eat or what we're gonna make or what we're even doing. Like, I used to go from Christmas Eve was with my family, Christmas Day was with my hubby's family, and then this year it went from, I don't know what we're doing, so we might just, like, I don't know, do something fun with the kids, watch movies on Christmas Eve. But then on Christmas morning, we always end up going to my in-laws. And then I'm not sure if my husband's mom's coming up or not. And if she does, then, you know, either way, I'm gonna make dinner on Christmas Day. Because my brother-in-law likes to make, he's really good, like, when it comes to, like, steaks. And, you know, he loves cooking, but I always feel bad because he's like, I always end up cooking. I'm like, because you sign up to cook. I always tell him, don't worry about it. But he loves certain dishes. But whether they come or not, I'm determined to make the turkey, which reminds me, I should probably start thawing it maybe like tomorrow or Tuesday. I have to see how heavy it is. So that way it gives enough days to thaw. But I want to make my turkey the way that Chef Ramsey makes it. It's a really amazing recipe. I'll see if I can link it in the description. I actually found it through YouTube, but then I found the recipe through Pinterest. So I'll find the YouTube, and then I'll also link the YouTube and Pinterest. And then like I said, I want to buy the tamales, so I'll do that. And then we can probably have maybe tamales one night and then the turkey the next. I'm not sure yet. And you're probably like, why are you doing turkey? Because I got it for free for dinner, or for my groceries during Thanksgiving time, and I don't want it to go to waste. And I didn't make it for Thanksgiving because we didn't host, so I don't want it to go to waste, and it gives me a good reason to make it. So yeah, which reminds me, I'm gonna need to buy more bacon. I think I have bacon, but I thought we were gonna use it today. See, it's a whole thing. Like, I just gotta create a list. That's why I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about the grocery store. I know what you're thinking. It's gonna be crazy anywhere you go this week. It's fine. I deserve it because I planned late. So it is what it is. So, all right. Me too. So just got home, and the hubby brought me a torta. I guess this is my post-recovery meal. Where is this from, babe?
The old church's chicken.
But is it La Favorita, or is it a different?
I mean, you can pretty much say.
Because I thought that's what the building said.
No, it said something else. I don't know, babe.
I don't know, but it's a torta. The beginning of the gingerbread houses. Pretty creative. Show us how to make this.
It's just sugar. Just melt it. Gingerbread will for your gingerbread houses.
How do you melt sugar?
Just turn on the stove and melt the sugar.
Literally?
Yeah.
I'm not playing, really?
Yeah, you don't have anything else in it.
It's fine.
Ooh, show them the sauce though.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks good.
Did your dad make this or your mom?
My dad. There's meatballs in the oven too.
Oh yeah, I saw her
Fresh
just popping
meatballs.
in.
That was a big one right there.
You already picked yours?
I didn't know that sugar I thought it would burn.
It depends on how fast you cook it. So the first one I think was cooked too long, it burned. That's how the gingerbread houses are staying together. But I think if you take it off sooner, it'll be like a more browner, where it's not burnt.
Well, the other one was brown. Is that just sugar too?
Yeah, but it's got to a burnt taste.
Oh, I thought it was just like fudge.
Oh, it's literally just sugar. It's like sugar crystals, and you just melt them down.
Oh,
See?
now you know.
To make gingerbread houses.
Melting, it looks like.
Because last time we made it, we put powdered sugar in it.
We did make the powdered sugar and icing last year too, but those take forever to stay up. But we're gonna make the powdered sugar icing so that they could decorate it, but this might be faster.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Take it off now, maybe. This will be as burnt.
Isn't it crazy? That goes from a crystal to literally just
This is
a jam.
candy.
Yeah.
So this is the base of caramel. You just need to add like cream and salt and something else, I think.
Marshmallow?
The frosting?
Yeah.
It's powdered sugar, egg whites, and cream and tart.
The star went inside.
Vinny, you're not gonna make one?
Vinny, I'm gonna do a house. You better make it.
Shana
To your
says,
right,
that's super
go to
cute.
the top floor. There's markers in there.
I don't know how I got pen on my hand, but anyways, ignore that. It's about to be abuelita time. Abuelita time. If you know, you know. Anybody from SAC knows. Ah! Anybody SAC knows that this is where it's at. Delicious. Best bread on the market. Look at them conchas. Look at that. This is like the perfect, like just the perfect way to end a lovely weekend, a lovely Sunday. Shout out to Cantaritos El Güero in Tequila, Mexico. That was a great time. Oh my gosh, what's happening? Great time, great time. So this is what's supposed to happen today. We have spice latte in the coffee and mint hot cocoa, but I also was craving abuelita, so I can either do this later or perhaps double up tomorrow, but know that it wasn't forgotten. Go ahead and close out. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close out this Vlogmas. It's been a busy-ish kind of day, but a nice chill busy-ish kind of day, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here, and I will catch you on the next one. For anybody who's still watching, thank you so much for the support, and talk to you later. Bye. Good night.